for more, let's bring in Virginia Congressman Ben Cline. Congressman Cline, so good to have you with us this evening. I want to pick it up right there about kind of this return to manufacturing, because this is manufacturing in America, such a big component of President Trump's agenda. And we are seeing this investment by numerous companies here in the United States, seemingly in response to President Trump's tariff policy, upwards of $2 trillion worth of investment. How long do you think it will be until the American people see and kind of feel the rewards, reap the rewards of those investments?
Well, the American people voted for Donald Trump because they wanted to see action right away. The Trump administration is changing its policies from the bankrupt Biden administration immediately. And so what you're seeing is a shift. Congress is going to be playing catch up, but we need to pass a continuing resolution next week to keep the government running so that the administration can continue to pivot toward restoring manufacturing back to the United States. It's a great time for American manufacturing, and this administration is doing all it can to bring those jobs back to America.
And, you know, Congressman, people need to see results right away in America. And to the TCJA, that one big, beautiful bill, the idea that people will see the benefits across America no matter what, not just millionaires and billionaires, that's the Democrat talking point, but people saw the benefits of it. They would also see the negatives with a 22% tax hike if you guys in Congress don't get the TCJA passed.
That's exactly right. And the president wants to pass this one big, beautiful bill as soon as possible so Americans can start to feel the effects as soon as possible. And we have passed this budget. We did it last week. The Senate passed a skinny budget. We have to reconcile the two. It would be great if the Senate would just take up our one big, beautiful bill. We passed by one vote in the House. We don't have much margin to really stray from that. And so if the Senate our bill and off and running towards extending those tax cuts and sending the signal to the market that the golden age is returned and that Trump is off and running toward bringing those manufacturing jobs back.
It's such a great point that you make, David, because if you make those tax cuts permanent, that really signals to the companies that they can really trust that they're going to get that treatment under tax policy for the long term. They don't have to worry about the change of administration meaning a change of tax or tariff policy, rather. You know, Congressman, I do want to get to this. The House Judiciary Committee that you sit on issued a subpoena to Alphabet, which is the parent company of Google and YouTube, to find out more information about content moderation policies under the Biden administration. I think the concern here is that they were, you know, kind of working with the Biden administration to take down so-called alleged misinformation, to censor certain voices. What are you hoping to learn from a subpoena?
We've heard from testimony from others in the private sector is that they were forced to collude with the Biden administration to censor conservative viewpoints. And Google and YouTube are two of the companies through Alphabet, their parent company, that it's becoming clear that they were being pressured by the Biden administration to censor conservative content, whether it was about COVID or whether it was about the reelection. It was clear that it was across the board, and we want to get to the bottom of just how involved Alphabet, the parent company, was in censoring that content.
Well, Congressman, we appreciate it, and I know you won't censor the truth. That's called transparency. Thank you.
Absolutely.